Good morning to all. NIRDPR welcomes the Honourable Governor of Telangana State, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, the Director General, NIRDPR, Dr. W.R. Reddy, to welcome the Chief Guest of the occasion, Honourable Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, with the flower pot. To the Deputy Director General, NIRDPR, Srimati Radhika Rastogi, to welcome Secretary to the Governor of Telangana State, Shri K. Surendra Mohan, IAS. I request Dr. P. Sivram to welcome Dr. W.R. Reddy, DG, NIRDPR. We will start the program by lighting of the lamp. May I request the Chief Guest, Honourable Governor, and other dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp. I now request Dr. W.R. Reddy, Director General, NIRDPR, to deliver his welcome address.
Respected Honourable Governor, dear colleagues, Mr. Surendra Mohan, my friend, Radhika, Dr. Franklin, Dr. Shivaram, my dear participants, faculty, international delegates who are here as part of the training program, very good morning to all of you. I want to profusely thank you, madam, for sparing your valuable time on my own behalf and on behalf of all the faculty, all the participants, to welcome you to this institution. This is a great encouragement for all of us. Ma'am, this institution is 60 years old. We have celebrated the Foundation Day last year, 60th Foundation Day, and made many fold contributions for the upliftment of the rural masses and has made tremendous difference for vast masses of the rural population. This being the training institution, training, research and dissemination of technology, that is the mandate of this institution, our ministry, Ministry of Rural Development and of course Panchayati Raj, had been giving great thrust for training and capacity building by supporting the National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj and the State Institutes of Rural Development. We have one State Institute of Rural Development in every state. And of course, at district level, the extension training centers, the ministry had been supporting in a big way, both in terms of funding and of course, guidance. There is a network of SIRDs, ETCs, District Panchayat Resource Centers, Block Panchayat Resource Centers, who work in complementary mode with NIRDPR under overall guidance of this great institution. We in the NIRDPR create trainers for further training in different programs at regional level, at state level, at sub-regional level. We almost touch every year about 50,000 functionaries who come here into this institution and get trained on various multifarious functional areas. Though it may appear to be a huge number, still it is only a small part of the total requirement. For example, the Gram Panchayat elected representatives alone constitute about 30 lakh elected representatives, and that need to be trained within a window of 4 to 5 years, because every fifth year, end of the fifth year, they go for re-elections. And the new members will be joining, and most of the new members will be there again afresh. Whereas the Panchayat elected representatives may get opportunity at the most maybe once or twice in this 4 to 5 years period. A learning management system is being rolled out to enable all elected representatives and other functionaries in collaboration with Hyderabad Central University to certify and award a certificate or diploma after they go through well-structured learning modules on the learning management system, finally going through an examination to qualify for this certificate. This approach has already been tested in a distance education mode with great success, and use of ICT will transform the training and learning for better sustainable rural development initiatives. We wish to award a certificate or diploma to every PR functionary, especially the elected representatives. I'm happy to say that NIRDPR has greatly contributed for the mission mode training of all sarpanches and panches newly elected in Jammu and Kashmir. Our faculty have also actively participated in helping the state to undertake this mammoth task. Perhaps this was the first time such effective training could be organized for the important grassroots level functionaries and leadership in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. I am hopeful that this new leadership at grassroots level will be the game changer for transforming the state. We are into enabling livelihood creation by providing training in various rurally relevant technologies for rural families, especially SHG women. And Rural Technology Park is a unique setup that enables such training, and we are trying to create regional centers at SIRDs also at state level. We are also into grooming human resources who can handle adverse climate change issues at grassroots level, water conservation, solid and liquid resource management, skilling the youth, and number of other areas. In fact, we have almost 50 grassroots level community resource persons who are members of the SHGs from few states, ma'am, who are undergoing a 3-week certificate program on adaptation to climate resilient agriculture technologies, which is a very innovative step which we have started with the help of the Ministry of Rural Development. Ma'am, your presence and your interest in promoting training and capacity building is a great encouragement for all of us, and will definitely make further improvement and strive to transform rural India. I wish that your encouragement will be available forever for all of us in our endeavor. With this, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my warm welcome to the National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, and maybe perhaps we are lucky to have you, I think, first institution which you are visiting. We are really grateful to you.
I now request the Deputy Director General, NIRDPR, Srimati Radhika Rastogi, to present a brief about the activities of the Institute.
Honourable Governor of Telangana State, Madam, we welcome you to NIRDPR, our DG, Dr. W.R. Reddy, Secretary to Honourable Governor, Mr. Surendra Mohan, dignitaries on the dais, and dear friends. The Institute has 6 schools and 25 centres, and 3 special project and resource cells, one on Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, which is one of the biggest skilling programs in the country. We have the National Rural Livelihood Mission Resource Centre, which helps in forming collectives of women who are organized into self-help groups for improving livelihoods not only of themselves but in the entire rural area. We have the Rural Self-Employment Training Centre Resource Centre, which helps in promoting entrepreneurship and self-employment in rural areas. The main activities of NIRD are training, research, technology transfer, and academics. The Honourable CM of Telangana acknowledged the significance of NIRDP's training that he received as an MLA in framing his developmental vision. We conduct training programs in a cascading mode in association with the State Institutes of Rural Development and the State Extension Training Centres so that we reach each and every village and nook and corner of the country. We are happy to report our role in the GPDP exercise, the Gram Panchayat Development Plan, which last year was conducted in a mission mode from 2nd of October, where every village had to conduct a Gram Sabha and plan for the next year as to what they're going to do with the available funds to improve the village environment. And this year also, starting from 2nd of October, we would be taking up this mission mode training program again so that we reach the ideal of conducting Gram Sabhas whereby every village resident participates in making meaningful village development plans. We are playing a very significant role in ensuring that every elected representative is covered by training through our SIRDs and ETCs. We also conduct around 25 international training programs sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs, SIRDAP and ARDO for Afro-Asian countries. As of August 2019, there are 6 crore women in 55 lakh SHGs who have organized themselves as collectives and are working towards livelihood. Madam, some of them will be meeting you in our Rural Technology Park. We are also collaborating with the Ministry of Science and Technology for displaying the technological solutions to rural problems developed by IITs, DRDOs and other science and technology institutions and agricultural research institutions. Our aim, Madam, has always been to ensure that no one is left behind in this entire developmental agenda and that we have good governance and inclusive governance so that the ideal of decentralized governance and true Gram Swaraj is realized. Thank you.
It is my honor to share with you all that she is the first woman governor of Telangana state and is the youngest among all the state governors. She is a medical doctor by profession. It is my privilege and honor to invite Honourable Governor Dr. Soundararajan to deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning to you all. Really today, I'm very happy. Immediately after entering your campus, high concentration of oxygen filled my distal alveoli. Immediately after entering the campus, I enjoyed the greeneries and really I'm very fortunate to be here. And I'm happy to note that NIRDPR has celebrated the 60th anniversary of its foundation a year back. Director General of the National Institute of Rural Development, Dr. W.R. Reddy, met me. The way he explained about the institution, the way he, as Ms. Radhika, explained all the activities, when he explained about the institution and the courses the institution is offering to different level of people and the Panchayat Raj, immediately it kindled my desire to visit this institution. I am very fortunate it happened much earlier date. And as it was mentioned, after acquiring my position as the Governor of Telangana, this is my first institutional visit and I am happy to note that also. Rural development. It is it's a subject which is near to our Honourable Prime Minister, and he has said that the outcome-based approach for the rural development. The country has sufficient resources. That's all what I want to mean. There was a famous saying in Tamil which says, this is a rich country which has poor people. Rich in resources, but if it is not used by the people, by the government, the people are poor. But now it is leading as a country which has rich resources and making the people richer than that. So this institution fulfills all these so that the rural development schemes by various ministries, whether it's Rural Development Ministry or other development ministries, it is fulfilling the aim of the Prime Minister and the governance. And it is also, I can mention the words of our Honourable Abdul Kalamji. The major soul of the India is in villages, because 60% of the population is living in the rural areas. Without the rural development, the country cannot be a developed country. So it is mandatory to concentrate on the rural development. Rural products such as earthen lamps, which is liked by the people in the city as a fashion products, this will help the rural people to get their economical share. And apart from that, I want to mention, however, strengthening the democratic institutions at the grassroots level, it is an essential ingredient to give the power to the people so as to enable them to solve the local developmental issues that are very critical for the sustainable rural development. With this view, the Government of India has launched a movement that is Gramodaya Se Bharat Ke Uday, emphasizing the priority of the government. Similarly, the people planning campaign under the caption Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas has given impetus for the decentralized planning to achieve economic development and social justice through the Gram Panchayat, which is ground level local government institution. The Gram Panchayat Development Plan GPDP is an innovative platform made available by the government since 2015, on which participatory planning by the people for the people through their Panchayat elected representatives is enabled, which is leading to sustainable rural development. I am aware that the Government of India has given massive upliftment to the Panchayat Raj institutions by developing massive resources in the form of 14th Finance Commission grants amounting to cumulative about 2.5 lakh crores over a period of 5 years, commencing from 2014 to 2015 for the local bodies. I am hopeful that the 15th Finance Commission, which is examining the devolution of financial resources, will keep up the momentum created by infusing additional resources for the strengthening of the local governance and thus participatory sustainable rural development. I am very happy to note and congratulate the NIRDPR for taking up action research project for intensive hand-holding of Gram Panchayat in about 18 states. I am happy to launch another batch of training which is starting during this week with the collaborative effort of Foundation for Ecological Study, an NGO working at grassroots level for protection of common natural resources. I am also aware that NIRDPR is roping in large number of non-resident Indians to join in rural transformation effort by strengthening the Panchayat institutions. This project aims at providing hand-holding support in the form of young fellows who are passionate and motivated to work in rural areas. I wish NIRDPR to scale up this initiative to cover at least one cluster of Panchayat in every district of the country. I am happy to launch 5th batch of creating community resources persons for climate change, adaptation and different states. I feel there is need for improving the capacity of the rural development functionaries so that massive effort of the government will actually be translated to services of the people with utmost efficiency and effectiveness. NIRDPR with its rural technology park is also enabling skilling and training in creation of rural livelihood. They are also promoting eco-friendly house technologies to meet the vast requirement of housing for all, which is the noble aim of the present government as goal. Dear friends, Honourable Prime Minister has requested every citizen to make our country free from single use of plastic, and all of us have to work earnestly to achieve the same. NIRDPR can play a leading role in spreading these models in the country and achieving the dream of our Honourable Prime Minister. Dear friends, training and capacity building and research by NIRDPR require to be further accelerated so as to harness the huge youth power in the country. The passionate work of the faculty and supporting staff of this institution is utmost important and the requirement of the day, and I am sure and I hope that you will raise the occasion to support the efforts of the Honourable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for bringing rural transformation as proud Bharat. Finally, I wish to congratulate the NIRDPR for the wonderful contribution for rural transformation and wish that they will rededicate for accelerated sustainable rural development by strengthening local governments and reaching innovative and transformational initiatives for the purpose and thus achieve sustainable rural development in the country and bring bright smiles on millions of rural people through their efforts. I wish all the members and family of the NIRDPR a great success. Here I want to mention institutions like this motivate the village people and the rural population to get maximum in their life. When the good things are highlighted, like our institution, which is bringing that work in a very fantastic way, doing that work in a very fantastic way, so the rural population will be benefited. Our dream as making the Bharat a developed country will come true with the help of such institutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. W.R. Reddy to present a memento and shawl of thanks to Honourable Governor. I request Deputy Director General Srimati Radhika Rastogi to present a memento of thanks to Shri Surendra Mohan. I request Dr. Franklin Nalton Kumar, Registrar and Director Administration, to propose the vote of thanks.
For sparing her precious time to come to this institute. She has come to this institute within a few days of her resuming charge. This shows that she cares so much for the rural people, for the rural poor, and for rural development. I'd also like to thank the whole Raj Bhavan entourage headed by Secretary to Governor, Mr. Narendra Mohan, the ADC, and all the security team. It was a very smooth. The tour of our governor doesn't end here. We'll be taking her to RTP, where we'll be showcasing our contribution to the nation in skills under DDU-GKY, as well as to livelihoods under NRLM. I'd also like to thank Dr. Sivaraman, who was the backbone in organizing this little function, and he ran around from pillar to post to ensure that this was a success. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all those in the audience, all the participants, both from abroad and from the country, who have made this function a great success. Good morning and thank you.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता